Will's eyes down, shifting nervously from one foot to the other, suddenly had this strange sensation that someone was watching him. He looked up and actually stared with surprise as he met the dark, unfathomable gaze of Holt the Ranger. Will hadn't seen him come into the room. He realized that the mysterious figure must have slipped in through a side door when everyone's attention was on the Craftmasters as they made their entrance. Now he stood behind the Baron's chair and slightly to one side, dressed in his usual brown and grey clothes and wrapped in his long, molted grey and green ranger's cloak. Holt was an unnerving person. He had a habit of coming up on you when you least expected it, and you never heard his approach. The superstitious villagers believed that rangers practiced a form of magic that made them invisible to ordinary people. Will wasn't sure if he believed that, but he wasn't sure he didn't believe it either. He wondered why Holt was here today. He wasn't recognized as one of the Craftmasters, and as far as Will knew, he hadn't attended a choosing session prior to this one. Just moving it down. Abruptly, Holt's gaze cut away from him, and it was as if a light had been turned off. Will realized that Martin was talking once more. He noticed that the secretary had a habit of repeating statements, as if he were followed by his own personal echo. Now then, who's first? Who's first? The Baron sighed audibly. Why don't we take the first in line, he suggested in a reasonable tone, and Martin nodded several times.